In this example, I would like to show you the importance of looking at the domain and the codomain of a function. It is useful especially when you try to determine whether the function is injective and whether the function is surjective. So let me start from the following example. If we try to look at these three functions, you will see that the equation of definition are just the same. They are all psi x. However, the domain and the codomain are different. So you should consider these three functions as three totally different functions, in fact. Okay, so let's try to look at the first one. In fact, the domain can be realized as the x-axis, and the codomain can be realized as the y-axis. So if we try to pick a point y0 here, which is greater than 1, and if we try to draw a horizontal line here, and you will see there is no intersection with this graph of the function. So it just shows you that the function is not surjective. However, if you try to look at the second function, you can see that the codomain is the closed interval from -1 to 1. That means that the codomain is not the whole y-axis, but only here. So now you cannot pick such a y which is bigger than 1. So you can see that the function is now surjective. However, if you try to pick a y0 which is less than 1 but bigger than -1, you will see y0 lies in the codomain. And if you try to draw a horizontal line here, you will see that there are infinitely many intersections with the graph of psi x. So it just tells you that the function is not injective. However, if you try to restrict the domain to be the closed interval from -pi/2 to pi/2, you will see that in fact the graph is only this one. And now you can see that the function is injective, since if you try to look at this horizontal line, there is only one intersection with the graph. As you can see, this function is a bijective function. So we can define the inverse function. So it is a function from here to here, which is exactly the arcsin function. So as you can see, the codomain of the arcsin function is from -pi/2 to pi/2. And that's why when we try to use a calculator to calculate arcsin 1/2, you can only see pi/6, but not 5pi/6, since this 5pi/6 is not lying in the codomain of the function.